Susan Cain talked about the power of introverts using factual claim. During her TED Talk, she takes a position as being an introvert. And something that I thought was interesting for her to start off her argument was to give a basic knowledge of what we think an introvert is versus what it really is to other introverts and to herself. So her talking about how introverts feel more comfortable and more powerful in their own setting. She talks about how extroverts are louder, they like to be around more people, more energy from others gives them the power to succeed and to critically think, whereas introverts thrive better in a smaller session, one-on-one on their own. So with factual claim, that is to affirm certain conditions exist in the material world and that can be observed. So what she said also is something that she saw was introverts that are leading or supervising over others in a company, their people that they supervise tend to thrive better in the business. And this is because the introverts, instead of putting themselves out there on the front line and interacting and putting a lot of thought and processes in with who they supervise, they allow their employees to kind of come up with their own ideas, to explore their own ideas and go out and do those on their own instead of being involved. So this is showing that introverts can be equally as powerful in their own way and allow others to explore themselves as well. What I gathered from that part of her argument and the support that she gave for her claim was that an extrovert might want to possibly take the lead or project their own ideas or their own goals for the situation to who they're supervising and not letting their own employees run with it. So in a sense, the introvert is giving their employees that they're supervising over an ability to be on their own in a lot of situations. Also, there is present fact and past fact. She talks about her time at camp and how she found solace and empowerment in reading and being on her own and just having me time, whereas at her camp they wanted her to, what they said, come outside her comfort zone and push herself in limits. And although I do think that that is important for someone to do, also you have to take each person individually, and if they are an introvert and they thrive best in a quieter, more centered atmosphere, I think that they'll thrive better that way. So I can really agree with her in that sense of just letting the introverts do as they are, do as they do in a comfortable setting. Taking an introvert and putting them into a situation that they're not comfortable in, they won't thrive as much, I feel, versus an extrovert would like to be in the center of attention. Also, it works both ways. So switching it over to the other side of the argument, extroverts probably wouldn't thrive as best in an alone setting or a one-on-one setting where they prefer to be around more people with more energy.